What's up, y'all? I think there's a few things you should know before coming to K&B Transportation. I was at the terminal, the K&B terminal in South Sioux City, Nebraska, and I talked to a recovery driver there. His name, and I asked him if it was okay to use his name in the video, but his name was James Zebley. And because he's been with the company for X amount of years, I said, what are some things that you would want people to know before coming to K&B? He said, well, one, that guaranteed pay, it's just in case you don't make that many miles, just in case you don't make enough. It's there as kind of like a safety net, so that you know that you're gonna make enough. But he said that he's seen drivers that they just want to do like 1 or 2 loads a week and still get the guaranteed pay, and that's just not how it works. He told me on that same point that this is a working man's company. When you wake up and it's time for you to go, you go to work. This is a company drivers only company. They only hire company drivers. And as a company driver, you don't have much say in what you do. You just know, hey, I drive a truck. They pay me to do that. I'm making them money, so therefore they're compensating me for doing that. So that's the transaction there. That's what it's about. Sure, you drive around the country, and it's not just K&B Transportation. That should be your mindset for any company you drive for. If you're a company driver, you don't have much say as it is, Some companies you do, but those are very few and far between companies. There are more companies that have forced dispatch than companies that don't. And when you are hired by K&B, get ready to go to work. You treat the company right, they'll treat you right. Over the last week or so, I've had at least 2, I think it was actually 3 new K&B drivers where they say something like, hey, I don't get 34-hour resets. Does it get better? It's like, man, do you want everything handed to you on a silver platter? I think it's great that you're not getting 34-hour resets. You get your 34-hour reset when you go home. I always thought 34-hour resets was a drag because I'm losing out on money. If you get a 34-hour reset, you no longer have that guaranteed pay. The guaranteed pay is for drivers that do their job and do it right, and they don't complain. Now, if you have a serious complaint, like something really is going on that isn't right, then yeah, take it over your fleet manager's head. Go to the next person in charge. Keep on going up until you get something accomplished, because something is not right. The second thing he told me was, don't let night dispatch scare you off. Night dispatch, okay, so day dispatch, there's like 25, 30 fleet managers, right? And each one has about 80 drivers on their board. Night dispatch, I think they have like 3 in one location. They have another location for dispatch, and I think that's in South Dakota. I think they have 3 in one location and 5 in the other. drastically. They really have to. I mean, it's so much harder on them. So they might get a little snippy sometimes, and that's not all the time. That's just sometimes. But I guess it all depends on the person. But yeah, I mean, sometimes even day dispatch, they cut the conversation short because they have so many people calling in, and they have to get to those calls. Sometimes the calls just pile up, and it takes a while for them to answer, or they cut the conversation short. They get straight to the brass tacks and be done with the phone call. Try to take care of business with everybody. Don't let night dispatch scare you off. So to the 2 points, one, it's a working man's company, man and woman, whatever. You know what I mean? The guaranteed pay is a safety net. It's there just in case. This is a workers' company. They don't want no slackers. They want, when you get in their truck, and it is their truck, it's not your truck, it's their truck, they want you to go to work. It's like any other job. You learn what's expected of you, you adapt to that, and you do your job. If you can't do your job, don't get fired. If you're not liking it, then they probably, and there's no shame in it, but they probably don't need you per se. Maybe the company is not good for you, and there's no shame in that. Don't take it personal. At point number 2, that sometimes the fleet managers may get a little snippy because they have to keep up with everybody. The entire company, like there's less than 1,000 trucks, as I understand it. They might have like right at 800 trucks. They have 20 something fleet managers altogether, and maybe 5 or 8 night dispatch altogether. They're not a mega fleet. Not a mega carrier. Please consider hitting like and subscribe and ring the notifications bell so that whenever I put out another video, you can be the first to see it. Leave a comment down below. Y'all take it easy. Be safe. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. Peace.